Welcome to International News. My name is Abdul Muttalib. I am the host of NBD News. Now news headlines. Beijing reports zero virus cases for first time since new outbreak. Britain imposes sanction on Myanmar generals, Russians, Saudis over rights abuse. US COVID-19 cases surpass 2.9 million. 7 killed in Karachi rain. India-China agree that differences should not become dispute. So far you have watched news headline. Before detail, do not forget to like this video. Beijing on Tuesday reported zero new coronavirus cases for the first time since the emergency of a cluster in the Chinese capital in June that prompted fears of a domestic second wave. A total of 335 people have been infected since a cluster emerged at the city's massive Jinfadi wholesale market in early June. Beijing Health Commission said on Tuesday it detected only one asymptomatic case the previous day, which China does not include in its confirmed case counts. While China's authorities are still investigating the case of the latest outbreak, the virus was detected on chopping boat used to handle imported salmon at Jinfadi market, promoting a ban on certain imports and increased security of foreign food supplies. Beijing government has tested more than 11 million people for COVID-19 since 11 June, roughly half the city's population, officially said at a press conference Monday. Britain imposed sanctions on 25 Russians, including the top state investigator, and 20 Saudis on Monday, as part of post-Brexit measures. Foreign Minister Dominic Raab said were aimed at stopping the laundering of blood money in the country. After leaving the European Union in January, Prime Minister Boris Johnson wants to forge a new independent role for Britain in foreign and trade affairs, and this was the first time London could impose asset freezes and visa bans independently. Following are some of the more notable names on the sanction list who will be subject to asset freezes and visa bans. Russia. Alexander Bestrykin, the country's top investigator, whose investigative community report directly to President Vladimir Putin, he has been blacklisted by the United States and Canada over the death of Sergei Magnitsky, a Russian lawyer arrested in 2008 after alleging that Russian officials were involved in large-scale tax fraud. Magnitsky died in the Moscow prison in 2009 after complaining of mistreatment. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Al-Qahtani, a former high-profile Saudi royal advisor, and Ahmed Al-Ashiri, a former deputy intelligence chief, both of whom had charges against them dropped in connection with the death of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Khashoggi was last seen at the Saudi consulate in Istanbul on 2 October 2018, where he had gone to obtain documentation for his impending wedding. His body was reportedly dismissed and removed from the building, and his remains have not been found. A Saudi prosecutor at the time said there was no evidence connecting Qahtani to kill and dismissed charge against Ashiri. The Saudi prosecutor had previously said that Khatani had discussed Khashoggi's activities before he entered the Saudis, consulted with the team which went on to kill him. The prosecutor said Khatani had acted in coordination with Ashiri. A Turkish court put 20 Saudi officials on trial in absentia on Friday. The names on the British sanction list are mostly the same. The number of COVID-19 cases in the US topped 2.9 million on Monday, reaching 2,910,000 according to the Center for System Science and Engineering at Johns Hopkins University. Meanwhile, the national death toll reached 130,000 according to the CSSE, Xinhua reported. The state of New York reported the most cases and the highest death toll in the country, standing at 397,000 and 32,000 respectively. Other states with over 100 cases including California, Florida, Texas, New Jersey, Illinois, Massachusetts and Arizona, data showed. At least 7 people were killed and others injured in Pakistan, Karachi city in separate rain-related incidents. After weeks of extremely hot weather, the residents of Karachi on Monday found solace when the first monsoon rain in the ongoing summer season hit the port city of over 20 million people. But at the same time, the unfortunate incidents of electrocutions, roof collapse and uprooting of trees and billboards claimed 7 lives, reports Xinhua news agency. According to Pakistan Meteorological Department (PMD), rainfall up to 43 mm was recorded in the city, and it was wreaked havoc in the area where it was coupled with heavy winds. Rescue teams said that the rainwater inundated several low-lying areas of the city, creating trouble for the residents. Road traffic was also disrupted in several areas after rainwater submerged highway and other roads. Electric poles also uprooted in several areas of city, resulting in hours-long suspension of electricity supply. The Provisional Disaster Management Authority of Sindhu Province, where Karachi is located, issued a warning of urban flooding in part of the city and other areas. The authority said heavy rainfall is expected in the province due to monsoon, and the residents and concerned departments of the urban areas should remain alert and take necessary precaution measures during the forecast previous to avert any unfortunate incidents. With the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi visiting the forward area in Ladakh over the weekend, coupled with sustained diplomatic pressure, the Indian-China border face-off appears to have reached some sort of settlement. This disclosure comes day after a disagreement process began in 3 of the 4 friction points along the LAC in Ladakh. One Sunday evening, China Foreign Minister, State Councillor and the Special Representative on the Sino-Indian border issue Wang Yi spoke to Indian National Security Advisor and Special Representative Ajit Doval over phone. However, the Chinese statement on the talks released on Monday doesn't appear to be a climb down from its stated position, even as it sought both sides adhere to strategic judgment and crucially not allow difference to become dispute. Wang said that this year is the 7th anniversary of establishment of diplomatic relationship between India and China. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please comment and share with your friends and family. Please do not forget to subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon to get more upcoming video notifications.